Hey, listen, the guys at the desk are wondering, did you change your wardrobe? You look much different from the first interview.
I did. I changed my shirt. That shirt was a little, I know you didn't like that shirt. I changed it for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Listen, Alistair Overeem has now lost 3 out of 4 fights and all knockouts. What do you do with him next?
Yeah, you know, I was talking about this the other day. He's still ranked in the top 10. He's still one of the top 10 heavyweights in the world, and we'll get him another fight.
Dana, let's talk a little bit about Thiago Silva. You know, after his domestic, violence arrest, you took him back. You originally said he'd never fight in the UFC again. Why'd you take him back?
Yeah, I said he'd never fight in the UFC again when his SWAT team was around his house and things weren't looking too good for Thiago Silva.
Makes sense.
Good point.
That's legit.
Yeah, when the SWAT team is surrounding your house, probably a good chance you're in big trouble. But you know, he went through the process. And no charges were filed against him, and you know, they let him go. He basically walked away. He went through the process, and nothing happened to the guy. So you're innocent until proven guilty. They did not prove that he was guilty of anything, and the guy walks. Different than the NFL case where, you know, this thing was going on probably since March or April, I think. I don't remember exactly, but now there's a video. There's a video of what actually happened. And obviously, if there was some type of video or something like that turned up on Thiago, then, yeah, it would be a different story.
Hey, Dana, what's next for Hector Lombard? It appears no one wants to fight this monster. It's tough to get him a fight, right?
Yeah, it is tough to get him a fight, and we're working on it right now. You know, I wanted the Tyron Woodley fight. Lombard wanted the Tyron Woodley fight. Tyron Woodley doesn't want that fight. So back to the drawing board, and we'll figure it out. He's adamant. Tyron Woodley is adamant that he will not fight him.
And is that because they trained together before, or there's a history there? What are we talking about here?
I don't know what the story is. There's something crazy going on with these two. I don't know what it is, but, and you know me, you don't just say, no, I'm not fighting somebody, but Tyron Woodley just stepped up on short notice, fought over in China, so I'll give the kid a break right now.
So he gets a pass. He gets the Dana pass.
Yep.
That's fair.
Dana, an Olympic teammate of mine, Ben Askren, you seem to soften up on him a little bit. He's still talking, running his mouth. I mean, are we going to see this guy in the octagon at any point, anytime soon?
I thought Tito was the dumbest human being I ever met. This guy is an absolute moron. It's like, it's almost like, he gets it. He's copying everything Tito does. Obviously, you get lots of attention if you talk about the UFC, and if you talk about, you don't like me or whatever your thing is, you obviously get a lot of attention. He stole that. Tito ought to sue him for stealing that one. But, and the reality is he claims that this is where he wants to fight, but the kid won't shut his mouth. And if he's that happy over in Asia and that organization is doing so well, then what the hell is he talking about me for? If your life's so great and you love where you're fighting and that Asian organization is just growing leaps and bounds by the day, then it sounds like everything's going great, everything's going your way. Then why are you talking about me, and why are you concerned about what's going on with the UFC? Sounds like, do your thing.
Dana, I've heard a little bit of rumblings about Benson Henderson and his next move. He might be considering a move to 170. Would you co-sign that?
Yeah, that's up to him. I don't ever. The only time I've ever really gotten involved in guys' weights is I really wanted to see Frankie Edgar go from 55 to 45. Man, that didn't turn out well for me. I mean, the kid did what he wanted to do. How can you argue with the guy when he's the world champ and he's beating guys at 55, But other than that, unless a guy has trouble making weight and has missed weight, Ben can do whatever he wants.
Dana, Brendan Schaub here. What's the chances of us seeing Frankie Edgar and Cub Swanson battle it out? I think the fans want to see it.
Yeah, and it's a fight that Frankie really wants to. There's a real good chance you're going to see it.
Yeah.
Hey, Dana, what's the latest on Nate Diaz? Anything new at all?
We sat down with Nate, and we had, in my opinion, a great conversation. I thought everything went well, and now we're just waiting to hear back from Nate and what he wants to do.